Hi, I'm Daniel Francis, co-owner and industrial designer here at MSB Technology, and today we have some exciting new updates to share with you. The development of the Sentinel DAC has really changed our approach to products and has given us a no-holds-barred approach to trying some crazy ideas. And one of those ideas has changed our DACs forever. That update is going to be coming to the Cascade DAC starting today. The new innovation that we've come up with is called bit diffusion technology. This was a far-out idea that Dustin Symanski, our chief circuit designer, experimented with and developed on the Sentinel DAC. The Sentinel DAC's architecture is so fundamentally different than anything we've worked with, it really lent itself to try new and exciting ideas. So to start explaining bit diffusion technology in simple terms, I'm going to show you some of the physical product and explain how the application works. So starting with the Cascade DAC, this is our current flagship. It has 8 hybrid DAC modules. So this is very similar to the Select DAC, but now features some new hardware that is much more advanced and has much higher bandwidth. So this allows us to do more complicated algorithms for the distribution of data. So this technology has been adapted to the Cascade, but was developed on the Sentinel. And let me show you why the Sentinel really sparked something new. The Sentinel DAC has 2 of these modules. So we're going from 8 DAC modules, 4 DAC modules per channel, to 32 DAC modules, 16 per channel. And then on top of that, each of these DAC modules is actually a fully balanced DAC architecture. So there are 2 DAC channels per module. So the Sentinel has 64 DAC channels. This is a lot to work with. And with 64 DAC channels, this is the most ambitious product we've ever made. So now let's talk about bit diffusion technology and how it works. Dustin's initial concept for bit diffusion technology was sparked when considering the relationship between an atom and an electron. Mimicking this natural phenomenon, we're able to diffuse digital artifacts and characteristics of the hardware across many DAC channels. So with 64 channels, that's a very significant upgrade. Now that we've implemented this concept, put it into the Sentinel DAC and listened to it, it's fundamentally changed how we listen to music at MSB. This is a different experience completely. It's a new level of listening, and it has changed our perception of what is possible. Now, we're very excited for Sentinel customers who get the best possible application of BDT technology, but we just recently released the Cascade DAC based on Sentinel technology, and we really wanted to find a way to make it work. So we spent some time and we developed a smaller scale model that works across 16 channels of the Cascade DAC to great effect. Now I mentioned that this is a scaled down version in the Cascade DAC, used across 16 DAC channels. But I don't want to understate how significant the sonic performance is still improved. This is a really big step forward for our technology and our DACs. And we're very excited to be able to install and offer this upgrade free of charge to all existing Cascade customers and all Cascade DACs moving forward. Now that I've talked a little bit about bit diffusion technology, I want to share some updates on the Sentinel project and also how to get the bit diffusion technology for your Cascade moving forward. So we have now sat down and listened to the Sentinel DAC. And as a small group of craftspeople, we really don't like to sell a product based on an idea, but instead based on results. And now that we've listened to it, we are very excited and happy to start accepting reservations for Sentinel DACs. This update video is not about the Sentinel DAC specifically, so we're going to remove this and then continue talking about the Cascade and what to expect in coming months. So now let's discuss existing Cascade DACs. We will be upgrading all Cascade DACs with BDT technology for free, excluding shipping and handling fees. To organize this upgrade, please get in contact with your local dealer or distributor and organize with an RMA number before shipping back to us. What we will need is the return of the analog converter unit. That is the central box in this system. It is the one without the front control. It has the DAC modules installed in it. We will not need the power cord, we will not need the umbilical, we will not need any accessories, so please make sure that only the analog converter is returned. We will try to get to these in a timely manner of 1 to 2 day turnaround, and ship them back immediately. As much as we would love to bring this technology to our previous generation DACs, the architecture unfortunately does not support it. Only this new, more advanced hardware that we have developed under the Sentinel project is able to provide the capacity to run BDT. That being said, all new Cascade orders will have this included by default. Now, if you own a Cascade DAC and you're curious if you have bit diffusion technology installed, luckily our hardware self-reports. So go into your DAC menu and scroll down until you see hardware. You'll see a hardware rev number, and if you have 3.1 at the end of your hardware rev number, you have bit diffusion technology. If the number is 2.1, you will need to send your analog converter in for upgrade. Another Cascade update we'll include in this video is the addition of a new finish. Something that I've been working on personally to get developed is a new matte stainless accent. Now, this is a mix of glass bead and aluminum oxide finishing that yields a very nice matte finish that has some sheen to it to reduce fingerprints, but still has a luxurious feel when in use. Thanks for joining us today. We're really excited about these new updates and getting them into your hands. So if you are a Cascade owner with bit diffusion technology, we would love for you to share your listening results and feedback on our forums. We have a lot of users there who are now sharing a lot of their experiences and setups. So it's a really great place to stay connected and hear about future updates. With all that, take care and enjoy the music.